What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. Now, recently we had a really big change for the Terra Luna Classic chain that I think is definitely game changing for on-chain transactions and the community itself, and maybe sets up the kind of lays the groundwork or lays the foundation for being able to see more burns or even some burns on the exchange level or that are happening off-chain. But we've seen some movement. We've seen some interesting things that have happened, and honestly, it is really exciting to see. It's just you can't really get excited as a Terra Luna Classic investor or holder or believer when you've seen kind of this before, but now we have the entire community that's kind of for it, that's really for it, and maybe, just maybe, it might stick, and we can have more growth off chain and more burns off chain, which would be really good. So I want to talk about the thing that we've seen happened recently, the new pass proposal. But if you guys could hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links that are down below. It does really help out the channel, especially for today's video sponsor, iTrustCapital. iTrustCapital offers something that exchanges do not offer, which is the ability to invest into your retirement. So if you wanted a Roth IRA or traditional IRA, you have that ability to invest into cryptocurrency within that Roth IRA or traditional IRA. The difference between an exchange and an IRA is taxes, right? You either have taxes that are deferred or taxes that are completely eliminated, meaning that if you make millions of dollars for your long-term play, when you retire, all of that money could be yours in a Roth IRA as you see that growth and that movement. So definitely check it out. Link will be down below. I have a Roth IRA to where I have multiple cryptocurrencies that I'm invested into. You see I have $1,775 invested in XRP, AVAX, LUNC, ADA, XLM, and it is my long-term, like forever crypto balance that can really make crypto or make certain cryptos explode in the next 20 to 30 years and be worth so much more when I decide to retire. So anyways, check it out. Link will be down there in the description. You can also talk to their representative if you want more information on iTrustCapital. And don't forget about my link for BTCC if you guys are interested down below. That link is for an exchange that offers you up to a 250x leverage. If you use my link, you'll get a 10% deposit bonus. You can get extra bonuses up to $10,055 and enjoy up to 40% lower trading fees. So that link will also be down there in the description if you guys are interested in another platform. But thank you guys for listening to that. If you guys want to check out Terra Luna Classic, go over to CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap will show you all the information you want about the price. And honestly, I'll give you some news and some things that are happening there. But let's focus on the price right now, and we'll get into what happened recently with the burn tax. So current price is at 0.00004990. Slightly down in the last 24 hours at a $275 million market cap. I still think an absolute steal of a price right now, of a market cap. Where it's going, it has so much room for growth. Even at a place to where it doesn't recover, you still see a lot of room for growth, a lot of FOMO, a lot of movement. But we're seeing a $10.64 million market cap, or sorry, $1 million volume day with 6.45 trillion coins in supply versus the 5.5 trillion coins. Now, before we get into that, or before we get into the burn tax and the proposal and the changes there, you have to kind of understand, if you're new to Terra Luna Classic, what this is all about, right? Terra Luna Classic is meant to recover from the collapse that we saw. The collapse happened because of the increased supply, right? And I'm not going to go into all the different details behind the scenes and all that other information there. I'm just talking about Terra Luna Classic specifically. The increased supply really brought the price level down. Market cap wise, it could have stayed at the same market cap, but the price was always going to drop because it had so many coins compared to what it was at. It was under 1 billion coins before the crash, and now it's at 7 trillion. Not only at 1 billion, it skipped past the tens of billions, hundreds of billions, and went straight into the trillions of coins that are out there, meaning that the one idea is to find every possible way that we can burn down the supply. Binance is already burning every single month. You have validators that are burning. You have people that are burning as well. And all we ask is that we have something that's happening with natural transactions. The first step to doing that was implementing a burn tax. We initially implemented over 1% burn tax, but it was fought against as it was there because they said it decreased the volume, and that was not true, right? The volume decreased because of all of the staking that already happened, and now you don't have any on-chain volume because nobody else is staking. And if you do have a small amount, it's only a small amount of money. So the burn tax should have stayed. That would be the first line of defense, right? Then we could see exchanges that jump on board. But what happened recently? Because that burn tax actually got taken away and it ended up going to 0.5%. And now we actually, in August of 2026, which was 2 days ago, we saw the burn tax re-implemented, let's say, right? So the Terra Luna Classic community approved an on-chain burn tax increase from 1.5% from 0.5%, which went into effect on August 2nd, 2026. This 300% tax hike applies to on-chain transactions and aims to reduce the token supply faster. Tax allocation breakdown. So 1.2% goes directly towards burning tokens. 1.5 or 0.15% goes to the community pool, and 0.15% goes to the Oracle pool. Effective date, again, August 2nd, 2026, passed with 96.2% support from the community. Scopes applies to on-chain wallet to wallet transfers. Major centralized exchanges like Binance maintain independent off-chain and deposit/withdrawal fees setups. So again, this doesn't really affect the off-chain activity, but honestly, this is a stepping stone, right? Even though we've been going through what we've been going through with Terra Luna Classic for years at this point, it is a stepping stone. When you believe in this at 1.5%, and then you go, okay, exchanges still have the benefit and they can gain maybe, or it can be a 1% burn tax if we can push for that, right? It has to happen on chain before it can happen off chain. So now, with this being said, let's fight for Binance to implement a 1%, for MEXC to implement a 1%, for OrangeX to implement a 1%. Whatever the case may be, we should be trying to fight for a 1% burn tax because that's better than what's happening on chain. On chain is showing what we are pushing for. Now we have no reason as to why they can't do it because it's not going to push to any other place, because if all off-chain data or all off-chain places are doing 1% and this place is doing 1.5%, you're going to have, yes, the effective things that are happening on chain and the burns that are happening and the money that's flowing to the community pool and Oracle pool, but then you're going to have massive burns over here with the 99% of the volume. Because if we look at Terra Luna Classic and we look at the 10 million in volume, we're looking at a very, very small amount, 7,000, 10,000, whatever the case may be. It's in the thousands of dollars that are happening on chain, meaning that majority of the volume is happening off chain. So is this a big effect? In theory, yes, right? Because it's a small stepping stone to lay down the foundation to set up something off chain. However, burn wise, it's not going to have a major effect unless we start seeing a ton of on-chain transactions for some reason. So I'll say great that it's back. Now let's fight for this. Let's fight for exchanges to do something, anything. It doesn't have to be fees or their fees. It can be a part of what we have here because, again, on chain, we're showing that we support the burn, right? We support attacks. So let's jump to off chain and try and get them to do the same thing. That's all I'm saying. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Let me know what you think about what has happened in the past couple of days with Terra Luna Classic, because 1%, 1.5% burn tax is great. But again, we still need that 99% to be attacked. We need to tap into that. And if we can, sky's the limit for a classic chain. I mean, it's going to be massive if we can do that. And honestly, people think it's going to take forever to be able to implement something like that. If we see a major level of volume, if this is implemented across the board before the bull run, before altcoin season, Terra Luna Classic gets $30 million in volume, $100 million in volume, $1 billion in volume. We can see the overall supply burn down so fast that people aren't even going to be able to react to it. They're going to go, oh, what's going on? They're going to FOMO into it, and we're going to be at the next price level, and the next price level, and the next supply level, and it's just going to be absolutely massive. So, what I care about is not only the growth and making money, but I care about the survival of the chain, because when you see the survival, the recovery, everyone can make so much more money in the process, right? It's not just a I get here and I get out before you do. No, it's I get here and I get out, but I still end up impacting the chain positively because of the burns, and people are still buying. So I make whatever money I make. People are still making money as it's growing. It's turning into something a lot bigger than what it is, and even what it was. So, anyways, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. But I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is great.